Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co host, Brian.
Good, everybody.
We are back to talk the Valley. This is season one, episode two, Tit for Tat. Make sure you like and subscribe here and on our TikTok. We're covering everything Bravo. We covered even Vanderpump Rules, the episode before this one, and review before this one. Brian's been covering Summer House. Martha's Vineyard is now started. I've had some coverage of Below Deck as well here on the channel. So plenty of Bravo stuff here for you to enjoy, and plenty of competition reality if that's your cup of tea as well. Brian, I'm glad. I'm not glad that happened. I am glad that they addressed Nipplegate from last week, right? The whole we thought it was
Bean dip.
a bean dip, a scoop, turned out was a grab and twist, which is worse than a bean dip. Um, Obviously, Kristen's boyfriend Luke not happy to hear about this. Everyone was happy to see his reaction, especially Jax not happy. Jax not pro Luke again this week. Jax a shit stir as always, inviting Alex, the ex-boyfriend of Kristen, to the guys' night out to meet Luke. Like he knows what he's doing, even though he asks. We get to see a little bit too of uh, the fissure between Jesse and his wife Michelle as well. Doesn't seem like she likes him in any way, shape, or form. And we've now found out they've announced publicly that they are separated. So, Brian, what were your thoughts on episode two of The Valley?
I did not know they were separating. Jesse sucks.
Yeah.
Honestly, just I think what really hit it for me is why I really don't like him is just as someone who has kids, just the way he was talking to his daughter was just very off-putting to me. And just explaining situations that his wife did, and his wife just making that face when he was like, I just go in there and yell. It's just like, dude, come on, man. What are you doing? And then he's grabbing nipples and stuff. He sucks, man.
There's a couple of faces she makes, like you say, like when there's even time where he's just talking and she stands in the kitchen and the rolled eyes and look of disgust.
Yeah.
That's a look of, that this she inherently just does not like you anymore, and it's tough. And like you said, the bike watching scene, he's just a little bit intense and hands-on, and I'm not here to give parenting advice or anything like that, but from watching it, it just seems like he's not like drunk or something. He just seems always like a little disheveled or like a little off. You know what I mean to me? And
Yeah.
whether his mind's in a million places, he's stressed, whatever the case is, it's just tough. And in the writing right now seems to be on the wall there, especially with the fact that he gets confronted by it. And it's not a good look to say too you don't remember it when like kids were there. You were there with your kids and stuff, and you got drunk to the point where you don't your defenses, which he might be lying honestly, but
Probably lying.
if he also could be the truth that this dude was blacked out, like, and that's,
At a kid's birthday party.
I don't know what's worse, lying about it or actually being blacked out at the birthday party.
None of them. I think they're both equally bad.
It's what I'm saying. Pick your poison, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, you don't want to make parenting comments. I am. It's just what do you like?
Because you're a kid
You're
parent.
light. You're on TV, man. You're not living in a shitty situation here where it's the one guy has multiple kids and he's loving life over there and he's not sleeping and you have one kid and you can't teach
Danny.
yeah. I mean, it's just come on, man. I don't know. I have no respect for that dude whatsoever.
No, Jesse's
Absolutely
definitely
none.
at the very, very bottom of the power rankings, two
Yeah.
episodes in. And I don't expect that to change much because, and again, look, you can't compare him to a Jax. We have literally a decade of Jax Taylor, and we like him because of his messiness. But Jax just orchestrates it he's just, and it's bad. It's so
Yeah.
good for us. But this episode ends with like the beginning of what I think is going to start to be seeing what we've already seen for years, is that Brittany has to spend way too much of her time now as an adult mom and wife putting out Jax's fires or defending actions that she
Yeah.
definitely doesn't agree with.
No.
She doesn't agree that it was smart to bring out, but she's a wife and she's always loyal, and she ends up stepping in when Kristen's going to say stuff about him or other people. And then here we go. Now they're yelling at you. And guess what? Like, at the end of the day, Brittany cannot stand toe to toe with Kristen Doty and a fu off or
Yeah,
a
no way.
verbal spout. It's just not going to happen. Kristen's going to hurt your feelings.
And I'm really interested to see how it like changes where I love the 5 minutes later and everyone's mad. It's like she said something else, something like what happened in that five
I
minutes?
did not say that.
Yeah. So it's just like
Ooh,
it's gonna be
five,
interesting.
five. I was like five, and I was like, "What is this gonna be?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Later, I was like, "Ah."
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was just gonna be like a season preview trailer, but I was like, I thought we just saw that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Jax is so interesting. Just like I don't know, just he makes me smile with like how stupid he is when he realizes he does something dumb, and it's like I know people don't like him, and he is a jerk, but it's just something about it. He just has what it takes to be on TV. It just like just creates these stupid drama points that he needs to get
He
involved in. He has no business being in.
There was a clip of him on the podcast with him and Brittany recently, and they were like kind of trying to semi address reasons for the separation and him being the way he is. And he just said something so classic Jax. He goes, "It's just like my brain, man. And my brain just does things, and I just can't like control it. It's just my brain, man." And it's like, but that's exactly Jax. He just finds a way to basically, it's just it's what I am. And basically, they're saying like he is probably starting drama. He's probably hanging out. They're saying there's a big like source of tension around him and the bar and all of that, and him owning the bar and being there. Then why'd you let him buy it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be
yeah,
tough to
especially
see
because he
that.
has all this source material. Like he worked
Doesn't
at
know how to
Stir.
do anything else.
Yeah, he like Tom Tom, Shorts and Sandy's. Like it's all these things. Like he had all these things to watch. He recently did a rewatch with Brittany on the show. Like you should know that these things are not just like snapping to
He
there.
needed it. He needed it. He couldn't
Yeah, he
let
definitely
Tom have what he needed
he
to
needed
have.
to even the score. Like they have a bar, I need to have a bar.
100,000%, dude.
It's the
Not
same
even
thing with the stupid cocktail books that they all do. Like, oh, do you have a cocktail book? I need to make a cocktail book. It's like, how many times can you rename a Long Island iced tea or whatever you're making? Like, it's just it's so stupid.
God, this show is good, and I think this show is going to develop. This season seems to just have a lot of drama waiting for us, which I'm really looking forward
Mhm.
to. I think we are going to start to see a lot more of the Jackson Brittany stuff, which is going to be sad to see. It's something that we all kind of thought, hey, like they made it off Vanderpump, they had a kid,
Mhm.
all's good, and just a few years later, here they are, a show and a bar and a divorce incoming, probably, right? And it's just, I would have believed this way more like 3 years ago, right? Not now.
Yeah,
So it is going to be a bummer to see it happen because I didn't want that for them. But
no, definitely not. Because and that
Brittany's
was
not supposed to be out here. You know what I mean? Like out in the valley. She's not supposed to be in California. And what then does it become a custody battle thing? Does she want to go back to Kentucky? There's a lot.
yeah,
There's a lot, man. There's a lot there.
yeah, it's definitely gonna get messy for sure.
And it'll probably all play out on TV.
Well, you think the next if they do get another season because they're not going to be a reunion for the show. I really don't think so. I'm going to stand on that side. I don't think there's going to be a reunion.
I'm gonna say there's gonna be a reunion.
All right, look at that. The
Easy,
show is divided. There's a divide right here on
easy.
this
That there's
line.
gonna be
This
a
line right here.
reunion.
There's a divide
Easy,
right there.
easy. That line, easy reunion. Easy. Lay down. Like we need again when we figure out we're gonna start laying down reality guys odds down at the bottom of the screen here, and it's just like easy
I'm just
money.
going off of all the Bravo I've been watching lately. The first
I'm a
season
Bravo I've been watching.
not usually have a reunion, so I'm using those numbers to my advantage here. So we will see. I would love one, but I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen.
Looking forward to the continuation of the fight next week. It looks like we have
Mhm.
another two really good episodes of Vanderpump and
Yeah.
Valley coming next week. So, like I said, make sure you are liked and subscribed. here and on our TikTok. Catch all of our coverage. Um, a lot of reality TV going on right now, and we have all of it some way, shape, or form covered on the channel. But for myself, Brian, everyone here at The Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.